Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cody the Coin Raptor, and I have an amazing video for you today. All right, we're going to be going through our usual Bitcoin chart TA, but I also wanted to answer a very important question that has come up on crypto Twitter and elsewhere. But first, we're going to start with our chart TA. Bitcoin has been trading within these buying and selling pressure zones that I outlined on yesterday's video. We can see here that it has been bouncing between these separate buy and selling zones. There's selling pressure up here, there's buying pressure down here, and again, the buying zones start at about 19,800 or so in that region, and the selling zone starts at about 20,400. Right now, it's right on the cusp here of this buying zone. So I would expect in the next couple of hours, if it keeps dipping into this buying zone, that we're going to be seeing a lot of pressure coming in here and buying up all the Bitcoin here at a reasonable price. And we've actually seen that throughout the entirety so far of the last week and even into last month as well, where whales will come in, they will buy here into this buying zone, and then they will sell in this selling zone here. So I don't expect this to change for the foreseeable future. We're going to go sideways here for a little bit until something can break us out. Either we could have a huge volume spike to the upside or volume spike to the downside. And right now it's on the cusp of this buying pressure zone, okay? Ethereum is breaking under this upwards channel that I've outlined before. Zoom out a little bit. I've been talking about this upwards channel for a little while now, and Ethereum looks like it's ready to break under this upwards channel. And if it does break this channel here, what we're going to probably see is a retest again about 1,500, maybe lower than that, 1,450, and then from there 1,400 around that region. So I am going to be waiting for a good dip buying opportunity down here a little bit. I'm more interested in getting Ethereum in the 1,400 range. That would be really nice for me. But again, not financial advice. And make sure you do your own research. Okay, so let's talk about the question that's on everybody's mind. And that is, are the weekends for selling? So today is Saturday, and this is something that I've seen many times over crypto Twitter, over YouTube, and basically traders will say, okay, the weekends are for selling. Saturday and Sunday are for selling. So I decided to go and crunch the numbers and figure out if the weekends are actually for selling or not. And again, for this purpose, I have defined weekend as Saturday and Sunday. So I went and I took the entire month of August as a snapshot. And what I have here is the entire month of August. I have all the moves written down here. I took this data off of the Bitcoin historical annual returns or daily returns. You can switch between the specific month. You can switch between the weekly, monthly, and quarterly. And you can figure out what the returns were for Bitcoin. And this is available on CoinGlass under their data section. All right, so I've taken this information, all right, and I've crunched the numbers, and looking at August, just looking at August, you can see here that based on the weekend, the sum for that was about 4.9%. So basically taking Saturday and Sunday and adding them all together, you get almost 5% gains on the weekends. However, if you look at Fridays alone, you're looking at minus 1%. So Fridays are a little bit more tough on Bitcoin than the weekends. And then if you look at Thursdays, Thursday is even worse at minus 11%. And again, this is just for August. All right, so it turns out Thursdays were the worst days for Bitcoin. So that's just 1 month, okay? You might be thinking, all right, well, that's an outlier, right? So I took the liberty of crunching the data for every single Saturday and Sunday of this year so far. All right, I went in for every single month that we've had this year, so year to date, and I've put all these numbers together here on the spreadsheet, and what I can see here is the average decline for, I have Saturday here on the left and Sunday on the right. Average decline for Sundays was about minus 0.2%. Okay, and the sum for that was actually minus 6.8%. All right, and that's for Saturday. Then we take a look at Sunday. The average rise, so the average gain, 0.02%, and the sum 0.74%. So when you put that together, all right, you have a total, right, of minus 6.14%. So Bitcoin has lost minus 6% total on the weekends this year. So if you came into the mindset that weekends are for selling for Bitcoin, then this data would back up your theory, because Bitcoin has lost 6% total on the weekends so far this year. All right. However, I want to also put this into perspective, and the perspective is year to date, Bitcoin is down 56%. Okay, so even though the weekends are for selling, year to date, Bitcoin is down 56%. So this is only accounting for roughly 10%, give or take. All right. However, that being said, it does back up the idea that the weekends are for selling, because we've seen consistent selling so far this year. And I've only run the numbers for this year. And this also happens to be a bear market. So I think it would be fairly accurate to determine that this is going to be common during a bear market. During a bull market, this would be completely different. But during a bear market so far, the weekends are for selling. And I think this is something that I was also very interested in, because a lot of people, they like to turn off the charts. They don't look at Bitcoin. They don't look at crypto during the weekend. And I expected it to be a little bit less than what it actually was. So, yeah, minus 6% on the weekends. Okay. Now, if we actually extrapolated this out a year, this would go out to about negative 10%. So it would be down. If it kept following this trajectory, we would be down 10% for the year on weekends alone. So only on Saturdays and Sundays. All right. Which is pretty crazy when you think about it. But again, it's a bear market. That's not really that surprising, I guess. So this right now turns out to be true. The weekends are for selling for Bitcoin, but this doesn't really change my overall mindset when it comes to Bitcoin, or my overall strategy when it comes to my dollar cost averaging. I will still keep DCAing into Bitcoin at regular intervals in order to facilitate a long-term hold. All right, so that's all I've got for you guys today. If you like this content, please let me know. Please like and subscribe. I spent a lot of time yesterday crunching the numbers on every Saturday and every Sunday for the year up to this point. So I'd greatly appreciate a subscription, subscribe, or follow on Twitter, or just go ahead and leave a comment and let me know, what you like, what you don't like. I greatly appreciate that. This is Cody the Coin Raptor, signing out.